Hello everyone, and welcome back to SIREN. Last time we had a pretty eventful part as we saw the ending of the game, even though there's still a bunch of stuff that we have to see before that can take place. And as is the way with SIREN, the next mission that we're going to be doing doesn't really have anything to do with that. We're doing a second objective for a mission that we've done before. Because, of course, this game switches between new missions and second objectives, and we have to complete all the second objectives. It's necessary. The second objective, I think the only one actually, the only mission that's available to us right now, the only one we can do, is Tomoko Maeda, Day 2, 6 o'clock. This is the one where Tomoko ends up finding out that she has become a SHIBITO. The description says that once again, Tomoko finds herself all alone. Strange flying beings flit around her, while the heavens glow with a beautiful aurora, and a pillar of light sweeps toward the heavens. Determined to find her parents, Tomoko sets off toward the church. Well, we know what happens in this mission, but you might wonder what the second objective could be. The first one was just make it to the church. And she did. She made it.
They're all going away.
They're all going away, and that includes Tomoko. But you might wonder what second objective could she possibly do on this mission. Well, it's not really one that makes sense or anything like that. This is kind of an odd one. But it's a neat stage, although I actually really did not like this objective. There's Naoko, having a good time. I just like how carefree she is, just waving that scythe around with no problem. Objective 1 was reach road to church. Objective 2, do the same thing, but do not be seen by any SHIBITO. So that's what that means. It means we have to do the mission that we did, but make sure no one actually sees us, or else it doesn't count. Which is kind of odd. I don't know why we have to do this. I actually found this to be a pretty frustrating level. Since when you mess up, I mean, all that happens is someone sees you, and then you have to restart the thing. Let's find out what we have to do. Let's look at the hints. Our second objective hints. The one we're on right now is the woman cuts down the tree, led by the light. Well, there is a tree that needs to be cut down. It's that dead one. Tomoko pushed it over herself in the first mission. But what does this mean, the woman cuts down the tree? Well, we did see a woman holding a sharp object. That was Naoko. Perhaps we have to get her to cut down the tree for some reason, and she has to be led by a light. And yeah, that is basically what it is that we're doing. Okay, let's look at the map here. Okay, now we know that we're not actually in danger by being killed by SHIBITO, but they can't actually see us. Alright, if we're trying to be completely stealthy and not be noticed by any SHIBITO, what does that mean? Let's take a look at, so we're starting here. In this area, there's one crawler somewhere around here, so we're going to have to run up along here, make sure that we don't get seen by that crawler. And that's not really a big deal. But there is a problem up here. Naoko is walking around up here. And over here by these stairs is a brain SHIBITO. So you got two SHIBITO that are on the lookout right here. And it's actually not, I don't think it's possible to actually get by them both without being seen. Even if we could, we would have to knock down the old tree right here. And if we did that, we would get the attention of a crawler that's right up here. So if we did this the way we did it the first time, it would not actually be possible to do. We would get someone's attention. So what can we do? How do we actually do this without anyone noticing? Well, Reiko helped us out, actually, in one of her missions. This was the level where she died. And if you remember, when we did that level, she drove this truck into a ditch. And that means we can use it as a bridge. We can get across this gap. And we can now head towards the church. But there is one thing I want to do before we head towards the church. I want to turn to the right. and I want to get what is probably the most difficult archive item to find in the game, because with most of these archive items, there's some kind of visual clue that there's something you can look at. In this case, there isn't anything. So I'm just going to try to look in the right direction, and I'm going to press the X button. Didn't work. Okay. Let me try getting in a different position. Let me try pressing the X button now. No, still nothing. I'm looking for something in particular, and you'll notice it when I get it. Oh, there it is. See it moving? We got the Tsuchinoko reward poster, and the Tsuchinoko itself is getting out of here. It's real shy, you see. Yeah, that one's hard. There's no visual clue that that's there. But now we got item number 64, filling in this little gap right here. 64 is wanted, live Tsuchinoko, $1 million reward. The length is 1 to 3 feet. The color ranges from muddy black to dark brown to gray yellow stomach and spotted back. It has a beer bottle-shaped body and triangular head. It's a solitary animal, can stand upright, roll, and jump, always travels in straight lines, active between spring and autumn, so says the Hanuda Tsuchinoko Association. So wow, we saw like a cryptid, like a really rare animal that no one actually knew was real. We saw it, Tomoko saw it. Unfortunately, I don't think she's going to be able to cash in on this reward. She's not really in the position to do it. This is actually not the first time we have heard or seen the Tsuchinoko. We saw it before in the level where Kyoya and Miyako were in the house, and we drained the bathtub in that house, and the Tsuchinoko went down the drain. We saw it a little bit. And there is an archive item that mentions it. It's this. Proposal for TV program, Occult Japan, episode number 8. Legendary Tsuchinoko found at the scene of mass murder spree. This was the TV show that Naoko was going to be in, and this is why she came to Hanada, looking for her film crew. Apparently they were going to go hunting for the Tsuchinoko. But Tomoko found it. She wasn't even looking. So that's something we did. Oh, and last time, we also got this, archive item number 99. We got this after seeing the ending, though this is actually not the last archive item. It is not number 100. It is number 99. The truth behind the Hanada incident. Are you ready to learn the truth? There it is. These archaic runes. What could they possibly say? Well, we do have that one translator thing that we could use, but I don't know if you need me to do that for you. You could probably figure out what that says. But if you can't, then after we're done here today, I think that we'll just insert these obscure runes into a web browser and see what we get. See what the truth is all about. All right, now that we've done that. So we can use this truck as a bridge. And now we're on the other side of that gap. But we do have a problem. All right, we're right here right now. Now, we could walk up this way. There's a crawler right here, though. But we could sneak past it and get up here. But the crawler guarding the church would probably see us. I don't think we could sneak around it like that. We'll just run up here for a little bit. Just gonna stay out of sight. There's gonna be a crawler up that corridor right there. But in front of us is where the exit would be. But yeah, there's a crawler sitting right there, guarding that church gate. So we can't get past it. I mean, maybe I could try running past it when its back is turned, but it doesn't really move away from that gate. It would probably notice me. Alright, so what can we do? Well, we could look around and see if there's anything here that could possibly help us. Because if we look around, we might notice that there is something here that wasn't actually here last time. Well, maybe when Tomoko was here last time, maybe it was. But when we've done this level with other characters, this scooter was not here. It's here now. But we can't use it because it has a broken wheel. It's a pity because Tomoko was looking forward to learning to drive. She probably wanted one of these things. Just popping wheelies around Hanada. That's what she wanted to do, but she can't, because look at that wheel. It's dented. Someone crashed, someone wiped out here. Don't know who. But we could toggle a switch that we find on it. Alright, and we are getting out of here. Because we just turned the headlight on. Naoko saw that, and those crawlers, they're going to see that too. And that's going to get their attention, so I'm just going to run over here. Yeah, that's the crawler that was guarding the church. It left its position because it saw that headlight. It's looking around, but I should be far enough away that it can't see me. It's not the only one that came over here. There's the other crawler, and there's Naoko. She still wants people to tell her she's beautiful, but I don't think these crawlers can talk. So that's a shame. Okay, so Naoko is out of position. Those two crawlers are out of position. I could try to run past them, maybe sneak by them and get to the church, but there are 3 of them there. It's very unlikely I would actually be able to get past them. So I'm probably just going to have to take the long way around. They're not going to move from that position as long as no one sees me. They're just going to keep looking around and try to find whatever it was that caused that headlight to turn on. They're going to be very fascinated with it. Oh, really? Oh, man. Okay, so I guess I wasn't thinking about that guy. He saw me, which, hey, guess what that means? We have to restart. I don't like this level because of that. That means we have to restart now. And, you know, when you're trying to figure out this level, you're trying to figure out the route that you have to take, that's gonna happen a lot. You're gonna I had to restart this level a whole bunch of times. Hold on, let me get the Tsuchinoko. Yep, there he is. Yep, got that Tsuchinoko. Let me just take a look at the archive items and just click on them so it records that I looked at them. There we go. I don't know why Tomoko has to do this. It doesn't seem like it would make a difference whether or not she got here without the SHIBITO seeing her. But I'll do it, because the game wants me to do it. Tomoko's second objectives, like her other second objective, didn't make much sense either. Her first second objective was to escape a level in 1 minute and 55 seconds. So I don't really know why she has to do these things. Alright. I believe if I just go running at this point, since I did that as fast as I could, if I just go running, I believe that first crawler is not going to be in position to see me. I'm pretty sure about that. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Hopefully I'm not wrong. I'm almost there. Almost there. Alright, I wasn't wrong. See, Toy Monkey? I was not wrong. We don't need the Toy Monkey because we already picked it up last time. Alright. So, where are we right now? We're here, and we have to get up here. Naoko and the two crawlers are over here. But there's a problem because there is a brain SHIBITO who is right here, who is going to be on lookout for us. And we cannot be seen by her. Let's take a look for that brain. There's the brain. So that brain is standing up on a lookout, and it will not walk off of the lookout. You can't distract it. You can't stop it from doing what it's doing. So you just have to figure out how to sneak by without it seeing you. It looks in all directions. And those are the stairs that we have to go up to get to the church. And after looking at the stairs, it's going to turn to its left, because it always turns to the left. It doesn't turn back to the right, so that's something that we can take advantage of. Alright, I'm going to start walking towards it. There's like a part in its routine where I can just walk past it. And that's what I have to get. I have to identify it. I have to remember when exactly is it that I can just walk by. This took me a while. Alright, I think I wanted to turn to the left one more time. You can kind of see my crosshair on the bottom of the screen. I'm starting to approach its field of view. Alright, let's try this. I'm approaching. Alright, turn towards the stairs. I think this is good. I'm going to turn to my left, and it's going to be right there. Yeah, right there. And it's going to turn to its left. Yep, turning to its left. It's walking back, and now I get to walk right by it. And assuming I don't make any noise, I'm going to walk right by it. And now go, by the way, push down this tree, because she was such in a hurry to get over to that headlight. So she pushed it over for me, so I don't have to do it myself and get anyone's attention. And that means I can just walk up straight to the church, and that means that mission 2 is accomplished. I really don't like that mission, but we had to do it. It's been accomplished. Solid Tomoko has made it past all the SHIBITO without being noticed, even though she was in no danger to begin with. I don't know why we have to do that one, but we do. Let's go on to Kyoya, Day 3, 2 o'clock.
You can see such beautiful things, Kyoya.
What do you mean?
When I first met you, I saw that you had this light around you. It was totally different from the light around the other villagers. More warm and...
What are you talking about?
I wish they would all just disappear. Every last one of them.
Huh? Miyako!
Well, for that scene, you might notice it did not actually give us a location. Didn't say where that was. This also took place Day 3, 2 a.m. So that takes place after Day 3, 0 o'clock, which is where the alien god was awoken. Takes place after that cutscene. But where that was and what was going on, who can say? It was beautiful, had a nice blue sky happening. Kyoya and Miyako hanging out, except she vanished, and Kyoya is left wondering what happened. As I'm sure you are. You're probably wondering what happened. Maybe we'll find out next time? Probably not. Probably not. Find out little bits here and there. Who knows what it is we'll learn next time. What we will do next time, however, is we will be doing a new mission. I believe that we'll be going back to Taman. I think it's been a little while since we played as a mission as him. We're going to be going to Taman for a new mission, a new objective, and we'll be doing that next time. But I'm not saying goodbye quite yet, because of course we have to learn about the truth behind the Hana incident. That's what we're going to do right now. We're going to go to our internet browser, and I'm going to, I already plugged in the Archaic Runes, SHIBITO.com, and it took me to the Urban Folklore Society that has some very small text. I'm gonna zoom in. All right, yeah. So www.shibito.com. So say the runes takes us to here. Urban folklore, rumor, often unsubstantiated stories told to a random selection of people. However, we can find some unbelievable truth hidden inside these rumors. This website researches the facts that are hidden in these stories and investigates them. Well, we can learn about the truth behind the Hana incident, the truth behind XX incident, and under construction. Nothing was ever added after that by Webmaster SHIBITO. It's quite a lazy webmaster, I guess. But we're going to learn about the truth here. All right, so what is this about? This is what is someone's account of investigating the legend of Hana Village. I guess we're just going to read this. It says that XX Village is located in the middle of the mountains in XX County, XX Prefecture. This time we investigate the strange disturbances in XX Village. First of all, 33 murdered XX Village. The 33 murders took place in a small village during the war. We will take you back to that time. One disturbed young man, carrying a Japanese sword and several guns, slaughtered the 33 villagers one by one. The village was completely annihilated in only one night. After that night, the village became a ghost town and completely disappeared during a landslide in 1976. No longer can you find the village on any map. XX Village was merged with the neighboring village, Hanada. From then on, the existence of XX Village was hushed up, or so we thought. This ghastly night was never completely wiped from people's memories. Over the last couple of years, a rumor has been circulating that XX Village still exists. Let us introduce you to the rumors about the curse of 33 murdered XX Village. Testimony 1. The village still exists in the mountains of XX County, and blood-stained clothes can be found in the abandoned houses. Testimony 2. One old woman on all fours can be found in the village devouring something. Testimony 3. If you enter the village, you will lose your mind and pass out due to the hatred of the dead villagers. Testimony 4. Young people in search of the ghost village have gone missing, never to be seen again. Etc. These rumors are circulated on the internet, have attracted the attention of a lot of people. This is the Kasutori Inquirer, 33 Murdered XX Village. We picked up this archive item at one time. I guess this is an artist's rendering of the killer. Did the 33 Murdered XX Village really happen? Investigating the mystery, I called Hanada Town Hall. Here is their answer. We don't have any official record of such happenings. But is all this just rumor? Before we conclude our investigation, let's go back to Hanada Village. Hanada Village was the hiding place of a religious cult that was persecuted in the past. There is another theory that XX Village is actually part of Hanada Village. At this point, let us review the rumors associated with Hanada Village. The persecution of the religious cult. Hanada Village and XX Village are mysteriously linked in the depths of history. Hanada Village has strange customs and traditions that are not found anywhere else. People describe the village as a place between two worlds where you can be spirited away. There are many reports of missing people. This village, from time to time, is the center of natural disasters on an enormous scale. I have concluded behind all of these rumors, it is actually the land that is to blame for all these happenings. Then, I decided to visit Hanada Village to unveil the darkness deep within this part of Japan. It was my first visit, and I thought it would be easy to get there. All I had to do was find XX County on the map and find XX Village in the middle of the mountains. It took an hour and a half by car from the nearest train station. As expected, I could get to Hanada Village. But the village had sustained a lot of damage from a landslide caused during an earthquake. The villagers were occupied rebuilding the village with dark expressions on their faces. They appeared to me without life. The Walking Dead. Here's a map I found on the internet. This is a map to XX Village. My investigation started by following this undetailed map, which he got from an occult website, and we have seen that map before, way back at the beginning of the LP. I took Route 333 up the mountain by car. When the road narrowed down, I left my car and walked the rest of the way. I found the wooden sign, which is on the map. I was excited to finally reach the village and step into this mysterious place. But that excitement soon faded because I couldn't go any further. The road had probably been swept away by a landslide. When I gave up and started to return to my car, I saw the roof of an abandoned house. I made my way through the undergrowth and trees and came upon this abandoned house. Were those the ruins of a house that belonged to XX Village? After checking out the abandoned house, I returned to the village to see if I could find the church. But it was a waste of time, as the church had completely disappeared. I managed to hear about one more rumor. A girl, who may be a local junior high school student, told me this. In the morning, The ghost of a boy appears in the fog since the landslide. She doesn't know why, but that boy carries a Japanese sword and guns. So is the person who committed those 33 murders in XX Village? What does this new rumor mean? In the end, I only managed to get one piece of information from the village. I didn't manage to investigate the other rumors. However, I believe that I experienced something that started the rumors about Hana the village in the first place. So I guess that's the truth behind the Hanada incident. There we go, right there. We didn't really learn a whole lot. We knew that there was this murder of 33 people that took place decades ago because that was the thing that got Kyoya interested in visiting the village. We learned about that back at the beginning of the LP. One new thing, however, that we found is that you can see in the village the ghost of a boy that carries Japanese sword and guns. And maybe this sword-wielding, gun-wielding young man is the murderer of those 33 villagers. So that's something new that we learned. We didn't know that before. And of course, recently we have seen a character that fits that description. It's not to say that it really would make much sense, but we have seen someone, a young man, wielding a Japanese sword and some guns. We've seen that. And this was the archive item that we got after seeing that scene. Not really anything else to the truth behind the Hanada incident. We can go back, and there's also an article here, The Truth Behind XX Incident. If we click on it, it says it's about the truth behind Yamajima Incident. Now, I believe that this is referring to SIREN 2. I think Yamajima Island is where that game takes place. So this is not related to the game we've been playing, but if you do play SIREN 2, I believe that this is talking about it. So nothing for us right here. And nothing else here because it was under construction by Webmaster SHIBITO, who really should update this information. So, that's the truth behind the Hanada incident. It's a website, shibito.com. You can go there and read these little articles. So, I would say that that's it for this video, this episode of SIREN. Tomoko had to go in full stealth mode so she would not be seen by anyone. Kyoya and Miyako had a nice talk under the blue skies, though it was all too brief. And we went to a website where we learned that the killer of the 33 villagers carried a Japanese sword and multiple guns and was a young man. So you can put that together however you might want. I'll see you next time for a new mission with Tamin, and we're going to continue on this story as we have been. I'll see you then.